me crying when you need someone to confide in. Maybe you lost your mind, you.
Welcome back, Warfighters. Welcome back. We told you we would be back, and indeed we are. Let me introduce you to the newest member of the Phoenix Rises family, even my 5-month-old 50+ pound puppy, Onyx. Guys, it's time for the heavy lifting. It is time for the heavy lifting. Let us get to the Malachi only strategy. Now, as I sit here and I begin to share this piece of content with you, I ask myself, why would I use a Malachi only strategy? And the answer is very simple. If it's the only unit that I have that's viable in the event, then I should probably go with it. So let's get into it. Ruby off. Similar to the other strategies that we've shared with you, we're going to attack this rogue reactor first. Then we'll come and we'll get this fusion tower. I want to make sure, guys, this is Malachi only, right? I'm not bringing any other units in. I didn't even bring any other units. I don't know that my dog is strong. Like, my puppy is strong, but I don't know what he's going to do with this base if I jack this up. Fusion tower. Good. We're going to stay right here. And actually, let's kill these units that are shooting at my drones. We need our drones. Take a second to breathe. Compose ourselves, clear up some of this trash. We're gonna go get this rapture turret now. Got it. Got these distracted. Let's kill them. We'll leave that. And actually, we can stay over here for a second, right? We got these flak turrets. Let me zoom in here. I'm going to turn the timer off. We don't need that. And actually, I'm going to zoom out, right? Because I need to be able to see the health of my Malachi. So, drones are good. Flak. Now, I'm going to pull back here, right? And the reason is we got this Skywolf. Let's get that out of there. Get that out of there. Guys, we're going to retreat here. Enough of the drones are dead. We'll come over, start picking off this left side. So with this Malachi only strategy, we're going to be using the retreat button. And that's simply to replace the drones as quickly as possible instead of wasting time waiting for them to respawn organically, excuse me. Muskox, get those out of there. Right, we're just baiting out units. This is what this strategy is really about. It's about baiting. Bait this guy out. There he goes. Again, we want to be isolating these units. Power plant. Again, power plant. Now we're going to bait out these sky wolves. There's one. Bait that one out. Excellent. Come here. Come here. Don't run from me. Gonna retreat here. We got one Skywolf left, right? We're doing great here. Also doing pretty good on time. Might get this in one attack. Ideally, so you can get it in one attack, right? And that's obviously the goal. Skywolf, get that out of there. Now we just got flak to worry about, right? Do I need a full complement of drones? No. Would I like a full complement of drones? Absolutely.
Emotional damage.
We gotta be careful here, right? Retreat, redeploy. Almost done here. Again, isolating. We're isolating the Sky Foxes. We're isolating these flak turrets as best as possible. So I'm going to come off to the right here. No. Ooh. Retreat one more time. Redeploy. And we're good. We're Gucci, baby. Still gonna come off at an angle. And the reason is I want the drones to take the brunt of what the flak is. And now Ruby. We're done.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Family, that's free repair. We're gonna run out of time. Oh no. We're gonna run out of time. Crap. Can he do it? Free repair. Malachi only. There you have it. Let's go, family. Let's go. Shall we go straight into 2? Shall we go straight into 2? Family, I told y'all my dog was strong. My little puppy, he's strong. He's grown. All right. Let's lock back in. So, again, we're killing units that are going to cause a distraction to the drones, right? So we need to take out these bastions. We'll get this guy because he doesn't want to leave us alone. Stupid. Actually, I'm going to come over here to the left first, or the top of the screen first. And we're going to bait out these Skywolves. Got its attention. Great. Goodbye. Next. Great. Goodbye. We got 4 more. Is that one stationary? It is. Okay. It's not. So we're going to isolate one of these, 2 of these. Well, okay, 1. Guys, this is about isolation. A lot of patience in this attack. We don't want to get overzealous here. We're already being overzealous by going at this with Malachi only, right? So we need to be conscious about how we attack this. Sky Wolves are gone. Excellent. Now, really, all we have to worry about is those heavy flaks. We could use some missiles here, but why? Why would we do that? I don't like the process of utilizing missiles because it requires me to go and get a bunch of resources that I don't want to keep going back and getting. So I don't. We're gonna reposition altogether. Go get this rapture turret, right? That rapture turret can cause trouble for us, so let's go get that now. Gonna pause up here by the grassy knoll so that we're taking our time. We're not rushing through this. Take out this fusion tower and thus the go-go bar. Bait out these Muskox vehicles. There's one. There's a flash of a gun when these vehicles are properly baited, right? Okay, so now I'm pulling back a little bit and I'm assessing the health of my drones, right? Is this the best side to attack from? I don't know. But let's go anyway. And just watching the drones, right? Okay, we got number 1 out of the way. Gonna retreat here, redeploy. Guys, we got 0 damage right now. We are killing this strategy. Can he do it? 0 damage with Malachi only? Can it be done? Clearly it can be done. Can we pull it off in this very first attempt at this video? Retreat, redeploy. Now, guys, family, you don't have to retreat and redeploy. Like, there's plenty of time on the clock. Again, I'm doing this because I like to challenge myself and because there are going to be players that only have the Malachi, right? And so it's important to, if I have the capabilities and the resources, i.e. the time to go through and do something like this, it's important to go ahead and do that. But I share all that to say this, right? Somebody's going to need this strategy. And if you need this strategy, the point is to get it done with free repair or no damage, right? So that you can go about the business of hitting the next base and continuing your grind and your rise. So if If that means taking the whole 14 minutes to do these bases, it means taking the whole 14 minutes. Okay, we're going to go in heavy now. There we go. Guys, that is 0 damage. Malachi only.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Now, before we end this video, we're going to talk very specifically about the text of the Malachi. This has been a much discussed topic within Sector 12, and it is very difficult, or it's very easy, to misunderstand what these specific texts are, at least as it relates to the Malachi. I'm sure that's true of other units, and so we're going to talk about these after we complete this base attack. We just killed the commander track with the Malachi only, so we're going to talk about the text that we're using to make sure that you're using the right text if this is a strategy you want to utilize. I'm going to snap a screenshot to share with my team. We've done the Malachi only strategy 2 or 3 times on Commander Base 2. We did not do it with 0 damage though, so we certainly want to share that with the team. And that's important for another reason, right? Let us assume that you have a low level Malachi, right? Which means you're more likely to have an extensive repair time if you do take damage. So we have a 0 damage Malachi only strategy, which means low level players with lower level Malachis can utilize this unit to go in and attack this and be successful. So we want to make sure we share that. Now, let's talk about the text on the Malachi. So the text we're utilizing here are as follows. We are using Grounded Faith. Grounded Faith reduces damage taken from ground units for Malachi by 25%. Also reduces damage taken from ground units for the drones by 25%. Now, reduces damage taken from air and turrets for Malachi by 25%. Interestingly enough, I haven't changed my Malachi text in a long time, but interestingly enough, if I'm going to utilize a Malachi only strategy, right, I probably want to use Heaven's Umbrella as opposed to Grounded Faith. When we reviewed this previously, there were a lot of ground units and there weren't a whole lot of turrets that we needed to be concerned about, particularly not a lot of anti-air turrets to be concerned about. So if you're utilizing the Malachi only strategy, or even if you're using Malachi in these events, I would tell you, go ahead and do what I'm about to do, which is make the switch to Heaven's Umbrella. So that one's checked off. Now, we're talking about Waning Moon, right? The silver tech. Waning Moon versus Waxing Moon. So Waxing Moon increases damage dealt for 30 seconds upon reaching 90% HP remaining. Translation: if I take damage, it's going to increase the damage dealt by 50%. But I don't want to take damage. That being said, the Waning Moon reduces damage taken for 30 seconds upon reaching 90% HP remaining. I utilize the Waning Moon because if what can happen here is I misposition my Malachi unit. And if I find myself doing that, I want to maximize the health that I have, thus reduce the damage that I will take so that I can reposition in a better way and get out of that trouble zone. So Waning Moon is the one to go with here. Again, the Silver Tech is Waning Moon. Lastly, we got the Lunar Tech. Now, this one is the confusing one, right? There's the Solar Tech, which adds an anti-ground energy weapon or laser weapon. But I don't really have trouble with the ground units, right? That being said, the Lunar Tech adds an anti-air missile weapon. What the heck does that mean? And that was where the basis of the discussion was. Here's what I've learned from using the Lunar Tech. The Lunar Tech improves the Malachi's defense against anti-air from anti-air weapons against the Malachi. Or in other words, anything that's anti-air that will shoot at my Malachi unit, the Lunar Tech adds additional defense. Now, what that additional defense is outside of this missile weapon, how well it works, how effective it is, and being able to quantify it, I don't know. But I promise you, if you put on the Lunar Tech, you will find a better success when you are using your Malachi, especially against anti-air weapons. And when we're doing a Malachi only strategy, or we're using Malachi at all because it's a high altitude unit, the only thing I really need to be concerned about is anti-air. So use the Lunar Tech. Let's go. Family, that's going to do it for the Malachi only strategy. We dropped a 0 damage guide on the Malachi Commander Base 2. If you got Malachi only and that's what you need to use to be successful in this event, have no fear, we got you covered right here. Let's go. We'll probably be back. Actually, we will be back because we still need to look at the new unit, that being Avery and the War Buggies. So how well does Avery and the War Buggies work in the event bases? Stay tuned to find out. Until next time, continue to grind so you can continue to rise. We love ya. Peace.